Last thing I need is another debt I can't pay.
Why do they seem like beasts? Like, are they with the Knights of Saros?
Right, B.
Huh?
As if you could say no to that.
Oh, nah. Who are these? I need names. That is a light red, not a dark red.
How diverting that you should bicker for my amusement.
Who is that? I need to... okay. Oh, no. What is this? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have fun with these. All right. Let's bail. Because I also got some supports. Why don't we start? I'm not sure how many I'm gonna do. Let's start with Constant first.
Needless to say, that is the only logical course of action. Excuse me, are you even listening?
Of course. How could I not? Constance was also an option as well. It's just that when it was just between her and Happy in the Blue Lion route, and that's the only reason you waited?
So I went looking for you.
What?
Back to where you'd fallen and all.
You know, I just thought about it. Did no one else do that? Because I was just in the river. You did that for me?
Forget I said anything. Look at me getting all mushy and sincere.
Happy's my choice. Happy's my choice. Easy for the Blue Lions. It's like I had to choose Happy, and then go for it, Petra.
I'm lost? Oh, unthinkable.
One more success. Show me more.
What was that? Nope. Scratch everything else I just said. Not only Shamir. Nah, it's probably gonna be Petra. You know why? Fire Emblem Awakening. S rank. You know who my first one was? You're looking at her. You're looking at what we have here is a meeting that transcends space and time. Petra made too much sense, but best believe. Sure?
Yeah, I totally am. You're gonna save this prince who's being held captive by some evil cult of sorcerers in order to restore House Nouvelle?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if one, he made that up, and two, that's actually Constance's plan.
That is not even remotely close to what I said.
Okay.
Where has your mind been this whole time?
Honestly, I am distracted right now.
Creating new magic, charting unknown sorcery waters. Therein lies the means to make my dream a reality.
I know.
To that end, I have decided that you will make a most fitting test subject for my research.
Nah, that was Blake's thing. It's great, all right? We're not on that time.
No thanks.
Yeah.
What reason could you possibly have to refuse? Do you not want the honor of helping House Nouvelle regain its former glory?
I'd say keep in mind of where you are, but to be honest, I mean, we're teaming up with Edelgard, but still, shouldn't you be with the Empire if you want to do that?
I don't mind lending a hand, but I'm not so keen on being a test subject.
Yeah.
You don't even know what'll happen. Wouldn't it make sense to experiment on yourself first?
Good point.
Huh. A rather astute deduction for one such as yourself.
What you mean?
However, there is one critical flaw in your reasoning. Were I to do as you propose, I would be unable to properly observe the results with my own eyes.
That's actually facts. Okay, all right, I respect that.
Well then, you'll just have to be patient until someone volunteers. We'd have a big problem on our hands if something happened to me before the next battle, right? Actually, that probably goes for everyone.
Yeah, but I think you have high standing in the army, great?
I suppose you are correct. But then, my research has reached an impasse.
I guess so. Okay, how about this? Since we're at war, why not try and distinguish yourself in battle? You could still conduct your research at the same time. Combat's more my wheelhouse anyway. In fact, we could even start right now with some training. What do you say?
That's not bad.
I respectfully decline. While I am not entirely opposed to the idea of military prestige, I am unable to accompany you at this time. Training at night will surely suffice.
Right. Okay. All right, fair enough. Which since I brought Constance out, her spears really do change depending on if it's a day stage or a night stage.
At night? But you won't have enough time if you don't train during the day. You're not planning on pulling all-nighters, are you?
Good point.
Oh, please! I am not that foolish. I simply do not wish to train at this very moment.
Logic.
If you work out at night, that means you're going to bed right after. That's going to reduce the quality of your sleep. You'll wake up sluggish the next morning, which will drag you down all day. It'll turn into a vicious cycle. See what I mean?
If I'm being honest, I'm being completely selfish with this choice. I just want to see gloomy Constance.
My, I never expected you to put forth such an eloquent counter-argument. Be that as it may, I have my reasons. Reasons that I, unfortunately, cannot ignore.
Because honestly, it would help if Constance could train in that state.
Nevertheless, I shall succeed in all my endeavors, be they magical or military, and I shall do it all in my own way.
Like, if you can't train in that state, how you gonna lead? You know, we got soldiers under you. Alright. So, I had a logic for starting with Constance, because now we're going to Constance and Petra.
At last, we come face to face.
At last? Whoa, what you mean?
Constance, is something...
Listen here, there's no need to dance around me, for I bear you no ill will.
Okay.
I am having confusion. What are you speaking of?
Yeah, I didn't realize. Did I miss something? Which I will state. Constance mentioned having a problem with the Alliance. It was brief. I think in Edelgard's route, in the Crimson Flower route. I don't know what that would be.
I speak of the bad blood between Brigid and the Empire, of course.
Okay.
Ah, the war. I am having my own feelings about.
Surely you are aware that it was your father who invaded the lands of House Nouvelle, which I once called home.
I think I do briefly remember that.
It was his aggressions which cost me my family, my friends, my land, everything.
But the Empire left you, you know, like they're the ones who left you to the, well, him.
However, your father and many of your countrymen paid for this in the coin of their own lives. Furthermore, neither you nor I took part in that foolish conflict.
Why is everyone at Petra supports? Well, not everyone, but so many of them are like, we had beef, you know, because of that moment. So let's talk about it.
Therefore, there is no merit to our dredging up the past. We need not be at each other's throats.
Like, Petra, that was probably not even on her mind.
Have I made myself clear? Good. Now farewell.
Yeah, what the? What? This is my first support? Alright, this is Petra's first support. Yeah.
Constance has a personality of much color. I was not given a chance to give her my reply.
Much color. That fits.
I cannot be leaving things like this. I must be telling her that I have understanding. Constance?
Oh!
I am wanting to talk to you about what you were saying before.
I thought, oh, wait a minute. Daytime, number one. Number two, I thought they were just gonna leave things be. Yeah, this isn't gonna go well.
Greetings, Petra.
Yep.
I fear I caused you undue distress. Please accept my humblest apologies for the offense.
I might have to get Groove 5 to record this somehow. Maybe.
One from my meager and reduced circumstances has no right to insult a woman of your royal standing. As galling as this must be after the fact, I humbly beg your forgiveness.
Uh-huh.
You can have my forgiveness, although I was not taking any offense.
Oh, what overflowing kindness. Truly, your mercy is too good for a wretch such as I.
This is an interesting pair-up, I will say.
But I should not expect aught else from one capable of ruling
Constance,
an
you gotta stop
entire
bowing.
people.
On the very serious
You
side,
are a mighty boulder, and I, but a pebble by the wayside.
you have to realize what you're wearing. Please, Constance. I know you're in a state, but still, for your own sake and mine.
Let me speak, Constance, please.
It's already bad enough with the two of you on the screen.
I am knowing that our relationship is complicated. I think about this every day. It is filling my heart with pain and confusion. But you had the braveness to say what I could not.
Stop, I beg you. You will crush my sad and pathetic frame under the weight of such undeserved compliments. I think it best if I keep my own counsel from now on. Pray pay my ramblings no mind. Oh my, now I have been so presumptuous as to tell you what to do. Please excuse me while I go crawl under a rock.
You know, one thing I have been noticing amongst her supports, Petra seems like one of the most patient people. Like, I would have thought it would have gone the Dorothea, at least in the Black Eagles. But I've rarely seen Petra snap. In fact, the one time she did, I think, was at Anna and over a misunderstanding.
Huh?
And, you know, to be fair, this isn't the same Anna. Did Petra just throw something at her?
Sword or bow?
Oh!
Which are you fighting with? You have skill with both, I am thinking.
Yeah, Anna, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose hardcore.
I am not understanding what happened here. Which Constance should I be believing?
Honestly, a bit of both, I think. They are both her. Alright. And now, something else I should clarify. Despite what I've said about all the others, while I did choose Petra for the Black Eagles, it was more so just, well, don't get me wrong, Petra was certainly an option, but it's more than that. Petra was a big part of my Three Houses experience, so it made sense. But I wouldn't say that Petra is my third, or like one of my top 3 females as far as the ones I like, because that's why I keep mentioning the Golden Deer, because they're hard for me to rank. But I do think when I say I put them over Petra, well, I'll put it like this, it came down to a battle and I had to choose to take out Petra, and I saved them. Either way, I'm just saying, I will say I have a top 2. And that was Shamir and Happy. And now they can speak to each other. Look, I'm gonna apologize for anything that happens in the support in advance.
And here we go.
Yep.
Oh, it's Shammy.
Shammy. Like I said, you've been warned. Alright? Let me have this. Maybe let that finish saving first. Okay.
Ah, Happy.
Happy and Shammy, huh?
Strange. I didn't take you for the praying type.
Good. I'm not.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that's cleared out what's going on.
Thought so. Then what are you doing here?
Just looking for some peace and quiet. This place seemed like the best option.
Got it. Should I leave you be then?
Well, no. It does make sense that this place would be quiet.
You're fine. I've had enough silence anyway. You don't strike me as the praying type either. What brings you here?
Same reason as you, I guess. I just wanted some more quiet. But I don't mind if you're here, Shammy.
All right. Mind if I ask you something then?
You just did. kidding. Go for it.
Nah, I'm all for this.
It just occurred to me, but you used to live in Abyss, right? Under Garrick Mock?
That does make sense that would come up.
Did you ever see a pagan altar or statue down there?
Abyss is where I offer my prayers to my gods. It is the only place.
To yours.
The goddess of Fodlan is not one of my gods, but the statue here is not one of my gods either. I offer my prayers here all the same, because Abyss is where it is allowed.
The heck, man? Rhea? This ain't right. Yes! Wait a minute, you have something to do with that?
Ah, you mean that big hunk of metal with the giant wings? Yeah, it's pretty hard to miss.
No, what? Really? Shamir, that's because I gotta remember, Shamir's from Dagda. She's not even, well, I know she's not from Fulton, but like, I never thought.
Hold on, you know about Abyss? Did you go down there when you were a knight?
No, before that. Have you heard of the Dagda and Bridget War?
Wait, you're an Abyssian?
After my side lost to the Empire, I was stranded in Fodlan. Somehow I wound up in Abyss.
Really? Really? You were in Abyss?
Soon after I started living there, I ran into trouble with someone from the church. Fortunately, Rhea noticed me, and I got hired by the Knights of Saros.
Yeah, that's... you know what? Like I said, I just think Rhea is a person like anybody else. We have our flaws, we have our positives and negatives. Unfortunately, Rhea is just the one that was in charge. You know what? I cut out what I said beyond that point because I don't want any there's no problems that's gonna happen here. I'm gonna talk about Rhea later. This is not a Rhea time, alright? This is not a Rhea time. Anyways.
Let me guess. You got into it with Alfie, didn't you?
Wait. Alfie? You don't mean who I think you mean. What? Aw, no, all the hated enemies are just coming out right now, aren't they? Yeah, you! That's exactly what I'm thinking.
I see. So you are Gerald's child.
Elfie. The name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
Cause there's a I forgot his name, the dude who I had the most fury with.
I saw the way her eyes glimmered when they spoke, and her otherworldly smile when they became engaged.
Like, am I supposed to feel sorry for you?
The look on her face when she told me how happy she was to bear his child.
Cause after what you just did, and 3 houses. Well, most fury. Yeah. Forgot what his name was.
Interesting. Anyway, sorry. I kind of interrupted you there.
Don't worry about it. So that pagan statue, it's actually of a Dagdan deity.
The lore.
No kidding. You're from Dagda, right?
Yes. I think it was the god of fate. I always wondered how it ended up there.
Yeah, that is interesting.
No clue. It's probably been there forever. You know, I remember there was this one foreigner who prayed to it all the time.
Yeah?
Like, really prayed. She must have been from Dagda too.
Stop talking.
Most likely. It will have to remain a mystery for now.
Don't tell me that someone's related to Shamir.
Thanks, Happy. Is there anything you want to ask me?
What? Really? Let's see.
Stop it. You gotta give me that. You gotta give me that. I didn't expect lore. I just thought a good time. Okay, well, on that note, let's end it. So, like I was saying before, I wasn't... Oh. Petra first, then Happy.
Hey there, Petra. Off the train? I'll join you.
That would give me much joy. An opponent with toughness will keep me upon my toes.
Oh, wait a minute. I just realized I'm about to fight the Crit Master. Great. Some things you should know about this one. Well, she doesn't have the chalice, which is in this game. And from what I saw, you probably have to get a lot of achievements in order to get it. So, chances are I will end up giving Petra that.
You mean me? Nah, you're way tougher than I am.
Who wrote this game and why are they looking at my playthrough?
Also, aren't you a queen now? I didn't realize dawn to dusk training was part of the Brigid Royal Regiment.
Like, if we go by actual 3 houses, yes. Petra should be the strongest dadgum swordsman. Well, not strongest necessarily, but like the Petra strat was OP.
I have not become queen yet, but there is an understanding that it will happen.
Oh, okay, so you've been like pseudo-crowned in a sense?
And yes, in Brigid, royalty must have knowledge of fighting. I mean, we must know how to fight. To be leading our people, a ruler must have more strength than any other. They must be the hardest to kill.
This makes so much. They are validating every single thing that happened in my playthrough. Yeah. 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 I think the overall MVP is quite clear. Petra has to be the hardest to kill in a country of people. That was certainly, though actually she is the only Black Eagle. No. She and Edelgard ended up falling. Yeah, that last map where there's this one, trio of Pegasus Knights came and they took out, no wait, and when that happened, they took out Edelgard, Lysithea, and Happy. That was just wow. But anyways.
My people are expecting this of me.
So, it's the toughest person calling the shots, huh? I love it. What could possibly go wrong?
Is that sarcasm or is he being genuine?
This is how it is meant to be working. But such things do not always go with smoothness.
Yeah.
Mercenaries are always seeking strength too, correct?
Yep.
That's true. A merc lives and dies by the sword. If you're not better than the next opponent you face, they'll be the last one you face.
Yes. Dying is without productivity. But it gives me surprise that you do not avoid jobs of danger.
That's fair.
A queen must be facing any wolf who comes to her door. But you can have pickiness when selecting fights.
Yo, why is that they're making that's a beastly line, Petra. A queen must face any wolf who comes to her door.
Depends on how much food you can put on the table that week. Most of us mercs barely scrape by hand to mouth. End of the day, it's just business. Some mercs will take the coin and blow town, and some employers are more than happy to hang us all out to dry.
Huh.
I guess you don't have a lot of sellswords in Brigid, huh?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Correct. We do not require the selling of swords.
Okay, we need to clarify that.
In Brigid, everyone is a hunter.
Okay.
Everyone is a fisher. Everyone is a warrior. There is no need to be hiring. Or to be hired.
No cap, my man Kuru 5 would love that.
That sounds incredible. In a place like that, nobody'd have to risk their life just to get a bite to eat.
Your words give me great happiness. I will always be full of pride for Brigid.
Okay, that was nice. And oh yeah, Petra would have to have 3 because she's interesting. And let's end all of this with Happy. Oh man.
Oh, hey, Happy. You sure like the outdoors, huh?
Stop it.
I guess you could say that. Probably because I grew up in a forest. Or maybe it's because I was forced to live in Abyss all that time.
Both are true.
Oh, that's right. You were at Garreg Mach too. I wasn't there for very long, but I never would have guessed there was a whole town hiding just below my feet.
That's true. You wouldn't know that.
Well, it was. I should know. What about you, though? What did you do before hopping into the mercenary business?
Before that? Oh, well, I lived with my mom in a village deep in the mountains. Feels like forever ago now. Oh, I call her my mom, but we weren't actually related. She was more like a foster parent.
So what was she like? I don't suppose she was interested in magical research, was she?
No.
How did you know my stepmother?
She used to visit all the time. I think she was friends with the lady who kidnapped me.
What? What?
Friends? Are you sure? Could Happy's captor truly be her?
Dimitri, don't tell me you thinking Cornelia.
So it is you.
Yeah.
When I heard you were a court mage or whatever, I could hardly believe it.
Wow, this is so interesting. They're in the story.
Well, no point in standing around and chatting about old times. Let's get this over with.
Nothing like Cornelia.
I don't know about research, but yeah, she knew how to use magic.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I was kidding. But I just remembered, if my theory's correct, Grape is a Daga McGarthan.
Interesting. How did you two end up living together?
1, priorities. 2,
I don't really know the details. I can't remember anything from before I was with her. Apparently, I was a foundling.
a foundling? What is this, the Mandalorian?
Sadly, finding a starving, abandoned child isn't that uncommon. But for her to take me in and raise me as her own, I think my mom was someone special.
Please do not tell me Cornelia is our quote-unquote mother.
Yeah, I guess. She was probably a good person.
What's on your mind?
Something on your mind, Happy?
I was just wondering why someone who could use magic was living in a remote mountain village.
Fair.
You know, someone told me one time that she wasn't actually from there. But when I asked her about it, she just gave me this sad smile.
Very interesting.
Seriously, Happy, what's going on? Does it have something to do with my mom?
Happy, please do not tell me.
No, it's nothing. Sorry to bring it up.
Ah.
I was just letting my imagination get the better of me. Sorry if I upset you. Really.
No, that's impossible. Well, not impossible. Half of me is joking when I take all those pictures because, understand, I also do need I need good thumbnails. And it's easier to do when it gets complicated, but basically, the clearer the version, the better the thumbnail. That's basically it. Yeah, it's all right.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it. No big deal.
But you did sow a seed of doubt.
Besides, I'm sure you had your reasons, right? If you ever feel like talking about it, I'm always here.
Yo, I don't care if Cornelia is my mom. I'm taking these 2 swords and, well, I'm gonna treat her like, you know what? No, not gonna go there.
Thanks. Just some old demons of mine.
Yeah, old but current.
Happens to the best of us. Don't sweat it. You want to head back and get something to eat?
Sure. Oh, and we can pick some berries on the way. I think I saw some a little bit ago.
Just make sure they're not poisonous.
What kind? After all my time in the mountains, I'm something of a berry expert myself.
Oh, really? Okay. I'm officially happy. And something, one thing I realized while I was off camera, I've always said that Claude and I are similar. My choices, just to reiterate, Shamir and the Golden Deer, Happy and the Blue Lion, and then Petra and the Black Eagles. There is, well, I didn't really think about it too much, but now I realize there is one person besides, well, actually, yeah, besides Grape and besides Blake, who can get an A rank with all 3 of those individuals. Do you know who that is? I didn't even think about it, but Claude Von Regan. That was not as dramatic as I thought it would be. Shamir and Petra already had an A rank in 3 houses, and now they've given him Happy. All I can say is, and yeah, because you would, the only other person who could have an A rank with all 3 of them, Happy's the real hard one, right? And Happy supports consisted of Dimitri, you know, which already makes well, yeah, Dimitri and Petra just, you know, that's a no. Dimitri doesn't have any supports with any Black Eagles. So Dimitri, Ash, and I thought, because Ash could have had a support with Shamir, and actually he might have a support with Shamir. If that's the case, then I'm not tripping either, because Ash is one of my favorite blue lions. So, and Ash is one of those guys where I'm like, I would trust him with the 3 of them, you know? Absolutely, positively. And Ash, it was in that support with Petra and Anna, I believe.
Petra, what are you doing? Why are you fighting? What did she say?
She doesn't understand these subtleties yet. I figured.
I was asked to be coming here and do the shopping, but then this merchant gave me her challenge.
But yeah, who else was happy? Well, obviously all the Ashen Wolves, and well, unless Shamir has a support with Edelgard now, which I doubt, because since we took out Catherine, I'm thinking that literally the Church of Seros members, they're like for their own route, and that would mean, okay, we're not gonna entertain that idea further. Either way, I'm just saying, currently, as of right now, Claude can get an A rank with all 3 of my chosen candidates. Like, there are so many coincidences with the Golden Deer amongst my 3 years of playing that it just puts a smile on my face. So, all right, now. There probably won't be another episode like this again where I'm just gushing. I thought this would be a fun little different type of episode. Plus, I did want to try out Happy and Constance. We'll get back to the serious stuff next time, I think, because we got Lawrence's A rank and some more stuff with Holst and Claude. So, but yeah. And I'm interested to see what Claude will say to Happy and Constance. And the others as well. So, with that being said, this has been great. Thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know what you thought about the episode down in the comments below. Oh, actually, what would be my question of the day for this episode? I don't know, because I already asked you all who you would choose. Meh, I'll think about it. Either way, hope you all having a great day, and I will see you all next time. And now it is time for the question of the day, and I do hope you all enjoyed this episode. Like I said, I think people either like it or hate it. There is no in between, but considering I just got Happy and Constance, I hadn't tried Petra out, and Happy even had support with Shamir, I was thinking it was the perfect time to try and do a fun little episode like this. At least, I thought it was fun. I was having a blast, you know, joking around with the camera and everything. But like I said, only half jokes, because genuinely trying to figure out, do you know how hard it is to find a pose where the characters are in the right position to where I think, okay, that would be a good pose for a thumbnail. And if I don't save the pictures, they won't be in the highest quality, or the color will be off. Like, there's, genuinely speaking, those pictures will help. It's much more preferable for when I have a 3D scene. But even then, like, you know how many scenes I have of Holst versus Count Berkeley's? I have like probably like 10 shots I took from just their clash alone, thinking, okay, what angle do I want to take for their pictures? So, but yeah, I probably won't be doing another episode like this again. I'll have the supports in the future, you know, they'll be sporadic and more normal, I guess. So anyways, let's get on to the question of the day, and after thinking about it, I think there actually is a question that I can ask that would be appropriate. There are 2 question of the days. 1, did you play/watch each of the routes in Fire Emblem Three Houses with the Ashen Wolves added to the story? And number 2, did you play/watch the Cindered Shadows route? Because for me, going from the Cindered Shadows to seeing Happy's involvement in the Blue Lions, that was a big part of it. She added more to me understanding Dimitri's story, and I feel like it overall enhanced everything. The other Ashen Wolves did as well, but to me, Happy's was just like an actual villain that was linked to Dimitri was also linked to her, and it was perfect. I don't know if Balthus would have added anything to Claude's route. I'm probably gonna have to try and do that. But anyways, I'm just curious to see what you all have to say. So with that being said, please post your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.